I remember when my brother, he was an engineer,
Yes.
when he wanted to join the Ministry of Electricity, my grandfather told him, are you going to take money from others? You have to own your own project.
Yes.
This is the Damietta culture. I want all our young generation to feel the same. It's not bad that I am, after all, you are talking to a government employee for
Yes.
more than 60 years now. But also I would encourage my children and grandchildren to depend on their own initiative.
Yes.
And by the way, the revenues in such a way of getting revenue is much bigger than you stay as an employee in the government.
Of course. Of course.
Voila. So we have different choices, but and all of them are good. But it's not a good solution which we are seeking. We are seeking a solution where everybody is agreed upon, or most of us is agreed upon, so we can push the boat and it will float immediately.
Indeed. Ambassador Bayoumy, actually the 19-member board of trustees will determine the topics, and attendees will include the representatives from 85 political parties, 25 professional syndicates, trade unions, NGOs, public figures, experts, as well as government officials. How do you see this choice of the attendees, which include almost every sect? How do you see this?
Very good that they are there, but as a citizen, I want them to raise their voice, to appear everywhere, because I don't see, you say 85 parties. I don't remember the name of 5 parties in our country. Where are they? Where are their newspapers? Where are they mass media? What is the message they are sending to us? I think this is a big problem here, because as a citizen, I need to see some names of persons to lead this process of political life.
Yes.
I need the parties to raise their voice, to be there to tell me what is the difference between party A or B or C. This is what we need. But it is good, thank them to participate, and we are sitting in the armchair complaining that they are not doing the right job.
What do you expect also to hear from these representatives, Mr. Ambassador? What are the most pressing issues that we are waiting them to discuss here on the political, economic and social levels here? And they may include also some religious talks as well. So what do we expect here or what we want actually to be discussed on behalf of us as citizens?
Let me say that I am satisfied that I hear whenever we are allowed to listen to what they say,
Indeed.
that they are tackling all what we think about our problems. And Rashwan is there, and I know him personally. He is the right man in the right place.
Indeed.
Rashwan, after all, he is the head of the State Information Service.
Yes.
So he knows exactly what's going on in the street. Second, I need them, before talking, to read a lot and to listen a lot. You have to listen more than talking.
Yes.
To really represent the people's needs, and to tell us what's going on in the street. This is the role of the party or the parties, and the role of the State Information Service, because as you well know, that the State Information Service has branches in every city and village. I usually, when I was in the Maspero building, I usually to read the reports coming from anywhere in Egypt, telling us what are the worries of the average citizen.
Yes. As we are talking now, we are seeing that there is an urgent on the screen saying that we are waiting for the launch of the press conference, for the general coordinator of the National Dialogue, Dia Rashwan, who is launching the round of the National Dialogue with representatives of different political powers. Sir, the General Coordinator of the National Dialogue, Dia Rashwan, invited the representatives of the Egyptian and foreign press and media outlets accredited in Egypt to attend the opening session of the National Dialogue. How do you see this invitation by Dia Rashwan?
Very good, because we need also that our foreign partners and foreign relations to serve this process. I would like to hear what is the opinion of a French citizen or the German citizen, because they are practicing democracy, they are practicing economic development, and they are really, they can tell us what is going on. So it is a matter that we can listen quite well to them and make use of other experiences, because we are not unique in the world. After all, we are trying to use the word democracy, which after all it is a Latin word coming from Greece. So let us go ahead and listen quite well to other experiences. And I am one humble diplomat who dealt with 72 countries in a dialogue like that, where we were exploring and exchanging opinion. And as we can benefit from the other experiences, also we have our experience, which we are giving to our Arab brothers or Islamic brother anywhere.
Yes.
So it is a sort of a process which we needed from both sides.
Yes. Sir, this idea of the National Dialogue was launched, this came within the framework of President Sisi's assignment to the National Youth Conference organized under the umbrella of the National Training Academy at the Egyptian Family Iftar 2022 to conduct a national dialogue in coordination with all the stakeholders and political powers about the priorities of the national action during the current stage. How do you see here the keenness of the Egyptian administration and President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to hear and know the ideas and the suggestions of all the political powers that he needs all this to be submitted to him? So how do you see this keenness?
This is another very important dimension where we put it under the title Development of National Resources, the Human Resources Development Program. I personally, sorry to say that, I led one small project for development for the human resources.
Yes.
It is very important because machines wouldn't solve our problem, but the person who is dealing with the machine and who is dealing with our problems, it is the target. And I tell you, I'm proud to say that, I met thousands of Egyptian young people in the universities, in the training organizations. And frankly, and with all honesty, I am proud of our young people.
Indeed.
They are aware of what is going on in the country. They are aware of what is going on in the international field. I met a lot of those who want to join the Egyptian diplomacy, thousands of them. And I see that most of them knows exactly what we are facing.
Of
so
course.
I wouldn't reserve any effort to help a young Egyptian man to be more educated, to be more knowledgeable, to know what is going on in the international and regional and national level of whatever challenges and opportunities we are dealing with.
Indeed. Ambassador Gamal Bayoumy, former Assistant Foreign Minister, thank you so much for joining us and for being our guest for today and for your precious input. And again, we'll be continuing our coverage for the expected press conference, which will be held by the General Coordinator of the National Dialogue, Dia Rashwan, who invited representatives of the Egyptian and foreign press and media outlets accredited in Egypt to attend the opening session of the National Dialogue at the Nefertari Hall Exhibition Complex in Nasr City. Just in minutes from now, we are expecting the press conference. We'll go to a short break, and after that, we'll continue our special coverage.
قاعدة